Good morning to all my viewers of YouTube channel. This is Madhu Jadhav, coordinator of standard 5th and 6th of Srimati R.S. Kalaria Primary School English Medium. I welcome you all in this channel. Today I am going to explain you the paper presentation that you have to do when you are writing a paper of any subject. I mean to say that whenever you are writing any answer paper, you need to follow a specific pattern, and I am going to explain you in detail the pattern that you have to follow. Students, keep one thing in mind, that whatever pattern I am explaining you today will be board based, in the sense if you learn this pattern and if you follow this pattern, it will help you till grade 10th. So the first and the foremost thing that you have to keep in mind when you are writing the paper, all the details should be written perfectly. Your name, your standard, subject, date, roll number, everything has to be in a very neat and good handwriting. After that, our first step will be writing the answer. So whenever you are writing any answer, you need to copy the question. For example, if question 1 is MCQ, then you need to write question 1 MCQ, and then with that, leaving proper spacing, you should write the answer. Students, kindly note that when you are writing a paper, your handwriting should be very neat and clean. Proper spacing should be done after each answer. Proper spacing should be done even after each question and its sub-question. See, if you make any mistake while writing the answer, don't do scribbling work. Only put a small cut so that the paper, the one person who is correcting the paper comes to know that you have cut down that word or answer. The last and the most important thing, do not write or do not put any symbol of God at the beginning or end of the answer paper. Thank you. Good morning, students. Now I am going to explain you how you are going to write down the paper physically in the answer paper. Now this is an answer sheet and every minute detail is asked in this answer sheet. So the first and the foremost thing is that you have to write all the details in a neat and clean handwriting. Name, class, the subject, the paper which you are going to write, that is the subject. Then the date of the paper and the child's roll number. Okay, after that, can you see, we will be having different questions in the question paper. Now here, this is a maths paper for standard 6th. Question 1 is do as directed. Now question 1 will be having sub questions also. So the first and the foremost thing is that first you have to leave one line before starting writing the paper. Then in the margin you have to give the question number with its question. Do as directed. This is the A question, then you have to write question 1A. Now the first question is write in decimal form. So here you cannot write down the answer directly. So what you need to do, you need to copy the question, explain in it proper steps. You have to show the steps. As it is a maths paper, everywhere wherever steps are necessary, you need to show the steps. Then you need to write down the actual correct answer and put a box, or you can underline the answer. This will, so what will happen, the invigilator, the one who is correcting the paper, will become clear that the rest of the step answers were the steps and this is the main answer. Then question 2 is write in words. So you need to copy the question that is given in figures, and then whatever the correct answer is, you need to write in words in a very good handwriting. Now the question is 11.08. The answer is 11.08 and we have shown it with a box. You can either highlight it or underline it and you can show the box. In the same way, you have to complete question number 3, question number 4. Wherever needed, you need to write down the steps. Now question 1A is completed. So you need to put a small line. You need to divide it with a line before starting with question 1b. Now we don't have any space in the supplement for 1b, so we will write answer 1b in the next page. Again it is question 1 and the sub question is b. So here we have to again specify question 1b. Now what is given in the question? Mark suitably greater or smaller sign for smaller or greater number. The question is given. Now students, you cannot write down the answer directly. If you put down the sign, the invigilator will not come to know what was the question. No doubt they might be having the question paper with them, but in maths paper, writing of the question is compulsory. So I will write down the question 0.5 dash 0.6 and then the answer 0.5 is greater than 0.6. No, the answer is 0.6 is greater than 0.5. 0.5 is smaller. The second one is 4 dash 0.9. Here 4 is greater than 0.9. Similarly, you need to complete question number 3, 4 and 5. Now, after that I will leave one line and I will do two dark lines showing that question 1 is over and I am starting with question 2. Again question 2 is having two sub questions A and B. When I am doing differentiating between sub questions, what I will do? I will draw a single line dividing A and B, but when I am going for the new question, I will draw two lines and after every question I need to leave one line. Question 2A is convert into decimal fraction. So you need to copy the question, you need to give the steps. Wherever necessary, you need to show the formula also and highlight the main answer with a box or underline the answer. The same way we have completed question 1, 2 and 3. Now question 2A is over. So you will draw a single line and then as the space is less, we will go on the next page. That is question 2B. Now here it is given do addition or subtraction. Now for example, I have written the question but the number which I have copied is by mistake wrong. Then I will not do scribbling work, I will put a small cross. It means that copying of this question was wrong and I will recopy the question again and then I will show down the answer. And the same way I have to write question 2. Again my question 2 is over. Again I will divide it with two lines showing that now I am starting with question 3. Here the question 3 is count the sums as instructed. Here I will not write the whole story sum, I will write the statement with the answer. Statement with the answer and then I will do the calculation of the question given and then I will write down the total answer with the proper statement. Okay, and the same way I will do question 2. Thank you students. I am very sure that this information is going to help you write down the maths paper in a proper way. Thank you. Students, now I am going to explain you social science paper for standard 8. I will be explaining you how you are going to fill up this paper. Again students, whenever you receive an answer sheet, first you need to give your detailed instruction. Name, class, division, subject, date and your roll number. This is very important. All this instruction should be filled in neat and good handwriting. Now again the rule will remain same. If there is a main question with sub question, you need to bifurcate it with a single line and when you are starting with a new question, you need to draw two lines in between. Now here in this question of social science, question 1A is match A with B. Students, you will be already having the question in A and the answers will be given in part B. Whenever you are writing the answer, what you need to do is answer you need to write down the option. For example, in B, part B, answer 1, fourth answer is correct for the first question. Then I need to write 4 also and I need to specify the answer in written form also. So it becomes very clear for the invigilator to cross check the answer. Now the second question of match A with B, answer 6 is the correct answer. Then I'll write 6, the number and the correct answer. Similarly, I will fill up the third, fourth and fifth question. As we have sub question, we will divide it with a single line. Now question 1B is answer the following question. So what I will do, I will read the question and whatever is important related to the answer, I will write down the answer in step, and the main point I will underline it. I will highlight the main point. Here it is measures to stop water pollution. So whatever measures we are taking, we will write point wise in 1 and 2 point, and the answer, the question is asking how to stop water pollution, the steps you are going to take. So I will underline that line. Now as we have no space, we will move on the next page. Now here question 2A is MCQ, multiple choice question. Now here what will happen, students, you will be getting a question with 4 choice. So what you need to do is you need to write the correct option given in the question with the correct answer. Here the correct option is C and the answer besides C is asthma. So I will write the correct option with the answer. Similarly for the second, third and fourth question, wherever you write the answer in MCQ form, please make it a point that you are writing the correct option with the answer besides it. Now sub question 2B is do as directed. Now here the question is of transportation and communication. In social science, always make it a point then whenever you are writing any answer, write it stepwise or point-wise. You cannot write the answer in brief, okay? You should write the answer point-wise only. So here the question is regarding transportation and communication, and I have given 3 points in the answer. My next question is question 3. So I am dividing it with 2 lines. The main question is question 3. The question is true or false. Here I need to read the question and then whatever is the correct option, whether it is true or it is false, I need to write down. I hope that this message has made it very clear for you all that how you are going to write down the answer paper. Thank you.